The clock is ticking, and I am mindful of the last few minutes I have to quickly wrap up all that I need to do. Because I am at home working in India, and as I sit here typing, my baby girl sleeps next to me. She, who was born only weeks before the world changed.
Heartbeats only happen one at a time, one at a time. You can't rush a moment, so don't even try, don't even try.
She, of course, won't remember the pandemic, the lockdowns, the death tolls, the fear her mummy and daddy had for her safety. All she will remember are her first months having both of us at home. The giggles, tummy tickles, the bubble baths, raspberries on the belly, and books read. And of course, the endless cuddles. Inevitably, my mind shifts to other children, especially those in our communities and schools. I think of their struggle for food, for learning, for a safe place. And I am grateful that we continue to serve them and those most vulnerable during this difficult time. All the while knowing we can emerge from this a better human race. So what will we take out of this into a post-pandemic world? What will my daughter learn from her daddy and mommy, who navigated this scary time as new parents? She will learn that vulnerable people matter. The old, the young, the disabled, all matter, and how we take care of them will need to change. She will learn that everyone plays a role. Our cleaners, market and grocery workers, storemen and women, truck drivers and teachers are key to our society, just like doctors and nurses. She will understand that education isn't just about learning. We've realized the importance of structure and group stimulation, as well as much needed respite from our own families. Going to school provides more than books and learning. She will learn that hygiene matters. Long gone are the days that you were expected to soldier on if you were feeling unwell. Now we have become more mindful of our role to keep others safe and truly take care of ourselves. She will know technology can be taught. Those who were the last to embrace technology are now online as they Zoom and FaceTime their grandchildren. Remote communities are finding new ways to communicate with carers in schools. And we realize no one is too old or too young to learn something new. She will know that an office is more than just a desk. Everyone is rethinking how we work, if at all in the office. We now need to create spaces that are inspiring, a place to gather and create, gain strength to community and faith, and to do good work. She will know touch is important. We've all missed the hug of a friend, the shake of a hand, the kiss of a cheek. True human interaction is something we have previously taken for granted. We will never take that simplicity for granted again. She will know she has a safe place at home. As we have spent more time than usual in our homes, we all have grown, baked, painted, crafted our way through lockdowns. Maybe this is the time to reevaluate and truly follow our passions. Finally, she will have seen the generosity of your support from countries far away like Australia and New Zealand. She will learn what it means to have a caring and giving heart. So we hope and wait and pray for this time to end, and look forward to when the world for her isn't just a glimpse from the top of our balcony. When her laughter will be echoed by other children. When she can see her grandpa face to face, not just on FaceTime.
There's no use in chasing nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. Riches all around you. Open your eyes, open your eyes. You can't buy the peace peace you're after, so don't even try.